Hey y'all, if you want to see how I grow my hair in what seems like overnight using my rice water leave-in recipe, then stay tuned. This recipe is pretty simple. I'll be using a teaspoon each of my favorite Ayurvedic herbs mixed with rice water and a few other ingredients. Feel free to swap out your favorite herbs. I know I'm using a lot in this video because I'm pretty extra and I have a whole shelf full of Ayurvedic herbs, but use whatever herbs you prefer. I'll be using neem, which promotes hair growth, conditions the scalp, and reduces dandruff. Hibiscus, which adds slip, is going to give you that detangling property, combats hair loss, and stimulates the scalp. Bhringraj, which softens the hair, reduces hair shedding, and adds shine. Amla, which darkens the hair, strengthens hair at the roots, and naturally conditions the hair. Brahmi, which fights itchy scalp while also nourishing the scalp and prevents hair loss. Fenugreek, which aids in detangling, promotes hair health, and strengthens hair roots. Cinnamon, which stimulates hair growth, adds fragrance, and cures dandruff. So yeah, let's get into how I mix it all up. So I already have a video on my rice water, so I'm not going to go into it in this video, but just know that you're going to need a half a cup of rinsed rice. Don't put no dirty rice, y'all. Make sure you wash your rice. Then you just add all of your herbs, and I'm just throwing them all in there. Again, I'm using just a teaspoon. You may want to use more or less. It's really up to you. So then I go in with 1.5 cups of hot water. You don't have to boil your water, but I would recommend you use purified or distilled water because tap water has a lot of minerals and deposits that can get into your hair. And then I just cap it. And by the way, I'll leave everything that I'm using down below in the description box. Definitely check the description box for more. And this is what it looks like. Just be careful when you're shaking it because it is pretty hot. So 3.5 days later, it's time to strain out the mixture. I'm using a nut milk bag. Mine is pretty stained because I've done this recipe a whole bunch of times. So it ain't dirty, y'all. It's just stained. You do have to use a nut milk bag or some form of cheesecloth because you do have those powders in the recipe and you don't want to get all those powders in your hair. It's okay to just get a few bits of powder, but you don't want to have too much powder on your hair because then your hair is going to look all dirty and nasty and stuff. And that's all you do. You really just strain the mixture. If you press too hard on it, you're going to get a lot more powder than you probably want. I don't really mind getting a few bits of powder, but I try not to get too much powder. So I just squeeze the living hell out of my nut milk bag, and yeah, that's it. If you feel it, it feels really smooth and soft and slippery because of the hibiscus and the fenugreek. So I like to have as accurate measurements as possible when it comes to my mixes. So when I recreate it, I can know exactly how much I use. So yeah, I'm gonna have specific measurements here, as well as I also preserve it. And when you preserve it, you need to know the quantity so you can preserve it at the right percentage. But I'll get into that a little bit later. So yeah, I'm going in with 6 ounces of rice water and then 3 ounces of aloe vera juice. And then 2 ounces of vegetable glycerin. You can use more or less glycerin, depends on your hair needs. My hair loves glycerin. Then I'm going in with my essential oils. I'm going in with sweet orange, lime, and grapefruit. Use whatever essential oils you want to. Some of my favorites are lemongrass and spearmint. And yeah, just throw a few drops, about 5 or 6 drops of each, or 10 to 15 if you're just using one essential oil. Again, I'm extra. So at this point, you can stop here. You do not have to preserve this recipe. You can put this mixture into your applicator bottle or into your spray bottle and put it in the fridge and keep it in the fridge. It will last 2 to 3 weeks, honestly. I've had rice water in my fridge for a while, but also I'm the kind of person that will also eat leftovers after a week, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, okay? But I preserve it because I hate getting cold juices on my head. That sounds real gross. I hate having spraying cold stuff on my head. So because I want to keep it outside the fridge and I'm using water and aloe vera juice, I have to preserve it. I don't want to get complicated. I do preserve it, and that's all you need to know, but you don't got to. And then I just pour the mixture into my spray bottle And that's it. I just, cover it up, shake it around, and it's ready to use. That's it. It's a really easy recipe. This video may have complicated it a bit, but once you start doing it, you'll see that it's a really easy recipe. I don't throw out my rice, and I urge you not to throw out your rice either. I store it in the freezer in a Ziploc bag, and I use it for my rice milk pre-poo. Check the cards for that recipe. And then I store the leftover leave-in in my freezer as well, and I use silicone molds to store it. Once it's frozen, I take it out the silicone molds, and I also store it in a Ziploc bag for later, and then I can just unfreeze it or defreeze it and add my aloe and my glycerin, and then I'm ready to go with a second batch of leave-in. Super simple. So now I'm going to show you how to apply it, and these are my braids that I got done in Ghana. Check the cards to learn more about them. You can apply rice water leave-in to any style, even a protective style like this one. This is how I was able to get so much growth. I sprayed this on my hair every day for 3 weeks, and my hair really flourished. I was able to get 2 to 3 inches of hair growth using this spritz. And then I just seal it in with an oil. I always do the LC or the LO method on my hair. So I'm spraying my leave-in and sealing with my hair growth oil, which of course also helps. I will have a video on my oil in the upcoming weeks. I make sure I get my edges and my nape. You can also do the rice water leave-in even when you're not rocking a protective style. I did it with my twist out, and my hair was soft and supple for the whole week. So I just spritz it on my hair, I spritz it on my scalp, on my ends, all over my hair, and then I top it off with my favorite leave-in. I will leave that leave-in down below. It's completely amazing, and I'm obsessed with my leave-in. Awesome product. And yeah, just detangle my hair. You can see it's so easy to detangle my hair because my rice water leave-in has so much slip. And all I do is just twist my hair up, and then I'm ready to style my hair. That's all I do, y'all. I'll show you on one more section. I spritz my leave-in all over my hair, making sure to get it on my scalp because hair grows from the scalp. Remember that. And then I seal in that strength and moisture with a super moisturizing leave-in. And that's all it takes, y'all. That's all it takes. And then I just twist it up and I move on to the next section. And this is what my hair looks like after styling. And I wanted to show you what my hair looked like a month ago. You can see that my hair was way shorter a month ago. My hair has really grown and flourished, and I owe it all to the rice water leave-in. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.